we know each other so well. The unit we had on the floor and their unit, we played against each other so many darn times. We know what's coming before it happens.
Over the years, how much fun has it been to take part in this rivalry?
It's been great. You know, it's been a dream come true. You know, growing up and watching it, and you know, here I am, part of it. It's great. I mean, the only difference though between us in the '80s is that the guys over there in the other locker room I actually know and like. That's the big difference between this time around in the '80s.
I heard it was pretty jubilant in here.
You mean like festive jubilant?
More so than normal.
Really?
I heard that one.
I didn't notice that.
Another game?
Yeah, it is. I don't know about the other guys. I'm not walking around doing jumping jacks and nothing ready, you know. The hell do I care? It's a regular season game.
Beating Boston doesn't count for anything more?
No, I mean, it's always a little bit more exciting to beat them because it's such a challenge to beat them. Particularly good. But other than that,
What was your appreciation grown for what you've had with this group of Celtics over the last several years? And they may not bring this thing back next year intact. Do you have an appreciation for the way two teams have competed over the last 5 years?
Sure. You know, it's always a brawl whenever we fight. It's ugly. It's it's physical. And I've enjoyed competing against them, and I like all of them personally. And in the court, it's that personal stuff goes out the window. But it's been fun.
You feel like you're looking in a mirror sometimes when you play them?
I don't know. They got 3 Hall of Famers, and the 4th one coming. That looked too familiar to me over here.
But the way they approach the game, the way that group cares, the way you care, I mean, those are your peers.
It's a throwback in the sense that we're old school. Ray's old school, Paul's old school, Kevin's old school, so is RAJON. So, and how we prepare for the game, how much the game means to us. You can see the emotion that they pour into it and how much they put into the game. You don't really see that too much from the young guys nowadays.
Kobe, all teams have their flaws, championship teams, non-championship teams, and you've been, to the finals against this group, obviously. Do you feel that coming again, or do you feel, it's pretty well documented, what you guys are missing, what they may be missing? Do you feel that could happen?
Yeah, well, they've been playing extremely well. They won 9 of their last 10 games just coming in tonight, so they're figuring things out, obviously. Us, we're still searching. It's a whole new system, and we're trying to figure things out still. You kind of see that on the court. You kind of see, things that are kind of botch plays every now and then, and there's miscommunication every now and then because we're kind of practicing things on the fly. But all in all, we'll be okay, both of us.
Kobe, you've been very vocal about how hungry you are for a Sixth title. What would you be willing to give up for it?
Is that your way of asking me about a trade?
Absolutely.
No, I don't know. I let management dictate that. My dedication hopefully becomes infectious with the guys in the locker room, and whatever they decide to do, they decide to do. But the motivation stays the same. Regardless of who's in this locker room, we have to continue to push forward and try to have that as being our focus.
You even call yourself greedy. How do you assess that?
You got to scrape the plate. As long as I'm playing, the goal is to win a championship. Everything else is just not an option.
And I saw you talking to Gronkowski during the game. What did you say to him?
I said the Eagles need a tight end. That's what I told him.
Did you take the bait?
I'm recruiting. No, he's a phenomenally talented, just a freak athlete.
Was he surprised you said something to him?
No, we were talking. He shouted at me. I shouted back. It's fun, to have those conversations with athletes that you respect. I told him he should go play for the Eagles. That's what I told him. Just tell him congratulations on a great year. He's obviously a phenomenal talent with the work ethic to match.
He was really pumped when you walked away.
No, it's funny. I'm so old. Most of the guys are watching me when they're in like middle school and stuff like that. But I appreciate their talent.
What did you think of the Super Bowl?
No, I was rooting for the Patriots just because of Bill Belichick and Tom and those guys. I haven't met Gronkowski. I've met West before, but I was pulling for them. I wanted to see them do well. I wanted to see them get another one, and just came a little bit short.
I'd also say sharing a laugh with Doc at the end of the game. What did you say to him?
I told him his son got some big cojones. He should be very proud.
So the last 3 years you played in the All-Star game with Val. What's it going to be like not happening this year?
It's going to be extremely weird. I really don't know how to react to it without saying anything that's, you know, disrespectful to some of our peers and contemporaries. You know what I mean? My friend Powell deserves to be there. He deserves to be there every year simply because he's one of the best players in the league.
Kobe, what jumps out when you look at Powell's stat line? Really get you on that.
He took 20 shots. That's you know, that's phenomenal. We kind of been urging him to be aggressive. You know, he took what the defense gave him, and he also dictated some offense to the defense, and he played a phenomenal game.
How much was that you not looking for your own shot early in the game?
I didn't have much of a choice. I mean, you know, every time I touched it, they just sent the guy over. So I didn't have much of a choice.
So it wasn't your strategy. You were just playing the game.
No, you know, look, if they, you know, they're gonna send guys at me 25 feet from the hoop, somebody's got to be open. My guys have to make plays. Yeah, we do. At every position. You know, we got guys that can, we got, you know, 5 guys that can post up and command double teams. No other team in the league has it.
Paul Pierce passed Larry Bird on the scoring list the other day. Did you say anything to him about it, and what are your thoughts on him?
I just told him congratulations, and that means we're both getting very old.
What's the key to going at such a high level as you get later into your career and still playing at that high level? How does one pull it off?
It starts from the beginning. It starts from the beginning. You can't just try to do it now. It starts from, you know, when I was 17 years old, kind of, you know, the work, preparation, and all that stuff. You know? And because of that, you know, I can play at a high level still now.
How much is mental overcoming injuries?
No, it's physical. It's physical. I mean, the mental part with injuries comes when, you know, like last year I had a serious knee injury, you know, this year with the wrist and stuff like that. But still in all, even if you try to battle through that, if you're not in condition or you're not in shape, you know, to play at a high level, you're not going to be able to do it. He's a one-man fast break. He makes so many plays for guys in transition. Often makes him business. Not too many guys like that walk around the league that can do that.
Changing it a little bit, there have been a lot of rumors today about Shaq getting his number retired. How do you think about that? What do you think about that? That's coming up.
I mean, it's deserved. Rightfully deserved.
Jeremy Lin, are you following that story at all?
No idea. I know who he is, but I don't really know what's going on too much with him.
Are you surprised at the production that Lin's had over the past week?
I don't even know what he's done. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'll take a look at it tonight, though.
Fudge.
Who is this kid? Yeah, I've heard about him and stuff like that, but I don't know what he's been doing. He's getting like triple doubles.
Stuff.
Oh, he went from the bench. He went from
28 and 8 over 3 games.
He's averaging 28 and 8.
Well, 25. And,
Stuff.
But he went from the bench to that, basically. So it's sort of coming out of
I
nowhere.
thought last year his best game was against you guys. He had 4 steals against you guys. I just looked to see if he had any good games last year. He played like 15 minutes against you one game. I don't remember.
If he's playing that well, we're obviously going to have to deal with him.
Would you consider guarding him if he's having one of those games?
Jesus Christ. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.